He's whiplashed his head.
He's in a lot of trouble, Merv Keane. That could be a bad one. Gee, there's the smelling salts, and
I think he's looking to see whether he swallowed his tongue. Pete?
Well, I hope they get to him very quickly. Merv Keane is moving now, and the trainers had to run out very quickly because he took the ball, I think.
I think the ball hit him in the face.
Yeah, in the face.
Kicked him right.
Yeah, bad
10-6, North Adelaide, 4-6.
Yes, Peter, they've got the runners. Sanders marked it well. Armfield. Sturt also using the ball better than North Adelaide, who are not kicking well. Zuchens. Tiller. Boy, had to wait for it as he kicks long into attack. Up towards Dietrich, got up very high. Great mark, Dietrich. Oh, he came from the cloud. Never ever appeared to be in a position to mark the ball. Down, did everything right, but came out minus the footy. Grenville Dietrich. Only his second kick, 30 metres out, right in front. And you think North Adelaide need him right now. Make the distance easily, and the accuracy is okay. Dietrich gets his first goal in league football for about 3 weeks. And North Adelaide have got their 5th goal on the board.
Well, Grenville Dietrich, he certainly jumped a bit early then. He read the ball very well. But for once, North Adelaide got the ball rebounding down the ground with some semblance of team play from body to body, and they got it into him to give him a chance to get at it. And up he went, hung there for a while, and the big fellows pulled one down. Perhaps he can do one of those match-winning quarters that he's done in the past, where he's kicked 5 or 6 goals in a flash, and he's certainly electric when he's doing that. And the day is not really against him. He's a strong man. There's no reason why this weather should count against the fellow, even though he may be a high mark.
North trail by 5 goals. Parsons beaten by Spiel in that exchange. Zuchens goes in hard. Bodies everywhere. There'll be another bounce. Viney's in the middle, but I think Jarman's beating him at this point. Jarman's handballing, of course, a feature. Spiel smashes to centre half forward. Well read by Stephen Riley. Wide to Sanders. Sanders starting to get on top of Frost in this quarter, which is certainly helping North Adelaide a lot. Sanders' fleet-of foot gets around Frost. Uses the left boot. Well, Bennett low to the ground, couldn't take the mark. Sturt players dive on top of it in despair, and there will be a bounce in North Adelaide centre half forward position. Hart got a whack in the jaw in the second quarter. He went off for a while. Jarman got a whack at the base of the hip in the second quarter, and he went off for a while. G. Bennett got the handball out. Chance now as it comes back to Bowles onto the left boot. Bennett comes in late, couldn't mark the ball. It's at his feet now. Sturt trying to clear. Pake. More trouble. Jarman over to Bowles. He was put down, but he kicked the goal. Great goal. Brought down with Jarman. Couldn't pick the Sturt player up. Yes, it was Smith. They're all over Smith at the moment. Plenty of heavy body work in there. First it was Bowles that went down. Then Jarman, Smith involved in that. And then they all wanted Smith. The umpire had a chat to Smith. There may be another free kick given here.
He wouldn't give another one, Pete. I wish that under law he could. I think he's just counting the first goal.
He's allowed to. I think he's allowed to, Ian, because Smith came in. I think you'll find this is another kick for goal, and it's going to go to Jarman, who was put down after Bowles kicked the first goal.
Yeah, but the umpire has to give the all-clear sign.
Yeah, after the umpire's given the all-clear sign. I'd love to know what that is in law. Obviously, umpire Hilton's got a very clear idea, but in my humble opinion, I thought the law was that it's after the goal umpire has given the all-clear, the infringement has to take place.
Well, in my view, it was. I didn't see the clear signal, but there's certainly another shot at goal. Now, Jamie Bowles had the first kick, and that was a goal. That is also, no, that's offline. That's a point. So we haven't gone back to centre for a bounce, and we've got 7 points has been added to the score here.
An interesting one in law, Peter. Downs. Oh, out goes big Michael Parsons. He's got to get a free kick. The game's starting to hot up. Certainly the crowd's enjoying a bit of the more physical clash in this cold July afternoon at Prospect. Tiller on the lead, Bowles. Bowles now 35-40 metres out. Can he kick another one? He's going for another pass, but it's not well directed. He was looking looking up there now for Big Bennett. He's gone down with a high tackle again. David McKechnie. And now it's Peter Bennett who's going to get a free kick. Oh, well, it's certainly exciting the North Adelaide crowd. I don't know what you call it, excitement. But suddenly their players are starting to go down like 9 pins.
Accidental, I mean. I agree. Then players ducking to the side. You see it's very hard to hold your feet to get your body across.
I don't think Bowles ducked, Robert.
No, the thing is here, they're going for the ball, North Adelaide now. That's the difference. They've been in the first half.
Bennett, that's a goal, I think. Bennett's goal. North Adelaide make their bid to get back in the game. 7-7 plays Sturt 10-6.
1 point. Sturt 10-8. North Adelaide 7-7.
No question that Sturt are playing the better footy. Wilmot with 2 goals. Arnold's done a pretty good job. Then again, the weather is not for full forwards. Arnold a very good fullback. 10-8 plays 7-7. Arnold goes for the short pass, looking for Wildy, and the ball goes out. It bounds off the play. No, Trevor Hill couldn't get a handball away. Wildy unloaded it quickly to Jarman, nose over the ball. Tiller now got to beat Filkey, got that handball away. Or Sanders was under pressure too. Out go 2 Sturt players, ran into each other. Zuchin put his teammate in trouble in Ellis. He goes down the umpire ruled a 1 ball and will come in and bounce. Well, John Hilton's not giving too many popular decisions at the moment. He can't take a trick either side.
Todd Viney's got a headache. 2 Sturt players collided, Viney and Frost.
Umpire Hilton, a good bounce with a wet ball. Still thumps it clear. A chance now, Sturt. Darrington. I think he missed. Got it from Walk and a superb handball. Darrington disappointed. It should have been an easy goal. 10-9 Sturt, 7-7 North Adelaide.
Well, the acting captain kicked one in the first quarter, but not so on that occasion. 10-9 Sturt, North Adelaide 7-7 as Arnold comes to grandstand side. Parsons goes back into play. Armfield to Hill. Smith in front. Tiller off hands. Smith has got Tiller. Zuchums. They continue to yell holding the ball every time a player gets near it these days, and certainly wasn't holding the ball there. Umpire Hilton made the right decision for the bounce. Spiel again. He's certainly finding the ball as a ruckman this year. Smith tries to push it out. Tunnel ball effect. But we'll see another bounce. And we've certainly had a few this afternoon. Conditions haven't been that good for football, although we haven't had that much rain. Motley, he'll get a free kick for that. He didn't have it. The North supporters can't believe it, but I don't think umpire Hilton's done the wrong thing in the last 10 minutes. Hollis didn't mark it. Through goes Jarman. A little bit lucky, yes. Certainly when a player's got the ball and he tries to bust through, he really runs a risk, and that was the correct decision then from umpire Hilton. Hollis puts a high ball there. Wilmot tries to hold ground. Painter tries to read it. Tunnel balls it out. Sanders. He's got no one to kick it to. In front is Simmons. Punching away is Pake. And the umpire will throw it in. Right half forward flank for the Blues.
Throw in on the outer side. Over 20 minutes gone. At least they're warm. Painter. Edged it out. Pike. Motley. Hooks around the corner out to the outer side. That's well put. Getting underneath it is Frost. And he's got the ball. Smith's in the pocket wanting it. Wasn't on though again, and he did it well, Frost. Frost puts a long one in towards full forward. Wilmot and Arnold at the back. Darrington. Darrington plays the mark. Umpire says play on. A shot at goal goes away across the face of goal there. Well, the Sturt play. It could have been Smith. And the ball has been ruled out of play. Smith it was. A throw in, full forward left pocket. Spiel. Redden at the back. Almost taken there by Hart. Players stack up on top of the ball, and the umpire will come in and bounce. It's tough out there. a lot at stake for Sturt, more so than North Adelaide. Sitting happily on top of the premiership table, Sturt with a tough few games coming up, and also the fact that they have locked it up with chance in a very tight competition.
Whose foot did that hit then? Because that's interference with the bounce. Whoever it did, I don't think John Hilton knew whether it hit Redden.
I think Redden's, Robert, but I agree against him. I don't think the umpire saw it. Whose foot it was, he couldn't guess. Hill close to the line and the ball is out of play.
You're not suggesting umpires guess here, I hope.
I said he didn't guess.
Oh, that's all right then.
10 marks, Sturt. North Adelaide 7-7. Redden and Spiel across comes Plonk, smashes it over and out. Onto the boot ball. It's coming back, but not far enough. He got the foot with it though. Sturt 10-10. North Adelaide 7-7. Sturt this quarter had kicked 1-5, and they might pay for that later on in this game. The kick right is to Hart. Barrington out there, fighting for it. Gets rid of it. Viney. The handball comes from the Hart though to Jarman. Jarman onto the left boot, wobbles one towards centre wing. Hay is out there with Reid. The ball beats both players out. The umpire will throw it in centre wing. Well, there's 21 points in this game. In these conditions, it's still not a bad lead. It comes back to Viney. Zubranik smashes it forward. He got one for his corner. Plenty of players in there. Derrington puts it out. Motley kicks off the ground. A chance now for Smith. The tackle is high. Zuchens gets out. The umpire says holding the ball. Free kick will go out there to Painter. Painter, a very clever player in all conditions. Having said that, he kicks it straight to the opposition. Not terribly clever there. Campbell intercepted superbly. Goes back towards Pate. He showed a lot of courage then. Kicking off the ground, Tiller. Out comes Whittlesey. Whittlesey and Tiller, I think, went close to a pretty bad collision there, but it comes out from Reid to Pater. I don't think he'll kick to the opposition this time, no. Whittlesey kicks high. Kilkey couldn't mark it. Off hands to Hill. Showing a ton of speed, Hill. Jamie Bowles is under the ball. He's never going to mark it. Bennett. Tiller. Here's a big chance. Dietrich will kick this. He could sit down and have a picnic. 2 goals, Dietrich. Great work by Tiller. North Adelaide 8-7. Sturt 10-10.
So it was Bennett to Tiller to Dietrich. As Sturt had made a mistake, they had an opportunity to go very strongly into attack, and they were not able to do so with any efficiency. North Adelaide straight back down the ground, and with 3 very good handballs, moved it right into that full forward area to make an absolute certainty of the goal. So North Adelaide, they're coming back only 2 goals, 3 down after being 5 goals down, and with time on period of the third quarter, they've got a bit left to come home. They won the toss at the start of the game, and maybe that helped them, although there hasn't been a lot of wind during the day, but the little bit that there has been has favoured the end to which they're kicking at the moment, and maybe they've got a bit of reserve at the end.
Frank Spiel in ruck against Redden. North Adelaide coming back, 15 points down. Redden couldn't get it out. Here's a chance now for Jarman. The long hand ball goes out to Sanders. On the lead is Dietrich, the big fella, offers to meet it, gets his hands to it, can't complete it. Motley back in defence for the Blues. Beats Bowles, but slips out of play, and the ball will be thrown in the full forward left pocket. Into time on of the third quarter. North Adelaide have come back strong in this quarter, but as Robert said, it is the scoring end, or has been to this stage. Quickly in there was Hart, couldn't get it. Trying to pick it up, Dietrich couldn't get a handball away. Zubranik in defence, but he runs the ball out of play once more. 10-10 plays 8-7. Bennett and McKechnie as the bodies go in. Over the top came Campbell, a line ball. Quickly trying to pick it up was Hart, got the handball away. Dietrich couldn't get a kick away. Handball. Goal! Beautifully done. Handball across. Ball's third goal. North Adelaide 9-7. Sturt 10-10. A rough and tough third quarter. See Sturt lead by 9 points as we pick up the final quarter here at Prospect Oval. The rain has stopped, but it's still very heavy. North go into attack through Hart, up towards Bowles, looking for a running player going fast, no one there, and Viney comes back in defence. Out towards Frost, taken however by Pate, who straightens up and sends the ball back centre field. Clock charges to meet the ball, couldn't half volley it, allowed Pater to take it. He drives Sturt into attack, up towards the half forward line. Quickly Darrington now, back towards Klopp, who got a good shit, pushes out a pass, beautifully read by David Walk, and he's got it 45 metres out. I assume it was meant for him. Walk not really confident making the distance, plays on quickly, puts it up for Wilmot now, the big leap, can't complete it. Filkey gets it out, quickly now Smith in the pocket, hooks around the corner, out by getting underneath it. Oh, what a magnificent goal, Darren Smith. That could be the match-winning goal. His first, unbelievable from the right forward pocket. In the first minute, Sturt moved to 11-10, North Adelaide 9-7.
So far, Darryl Smith capitalises on some of the good work that the other players did on that occasion, but it was he who's done so much around the ground during the day. He's had a very good game, Smith. He's in very good form this year. That's an important goal, his 15th kick.
Sturt, great incentive to win. Back towards Viney it goes. He's starting to get into the action again. Pate goes wide. Clock will be beaten in the run of the ball out there by Wieldy. Bit of action behind the play there between Filkey and his immediate opponent. It goes out of the full low, so the pressure is starting to show on the North Adelaide players. It'll be Klopp for the free kick, and he's had a fine game in these conditions. Motley up, completely missed the ball. Wilmot couldn't pick it up. Arnold comes through, he's caught, and the umpire will bounce it in Sturt's centre half forward position. Wilmot has kicked two. Pater two. You can see Wilmot's ankle appears to be heavily strapped. The kick, the fighting hard, also Redden. Kicking off the ground was Painter, but it rebounded back. Armfield in there trying to pick the ball up, but it's hard. He comes away with it. He'll be run down by Viney. Painter it was, in fact. It was a great tackle now. Tiller, the running player, Matthew Campbell. Byers wants it out wide. Whittlesey comes across though and takes a great defensive mark. Frost wants it on grandstand side. He's done it on more than one occasion today. He takes the mark at half back. Kicks across, not the best on that occasion. Motley wide at centre wing. Hay won't catch him. Motley hooks it back towards Klopp. Off hands Darrington. A bit loose North Adelaide. Wilmot's in a lot of trouble. He approached that ball very gingerly. Off hands to Smith, but it's over the line, out of bounds.
Wilmot limping back to his full forward spot. Sturt in command at the moment. That 15 points is going to be pretty valuable. They're kicking to the end. It's tended to be the scoring end. Hard, or the handball away. Pater has a flying shot, but bad luck. He hit the post. Hard. Handball was dangerous. He knew it. He just shook his head in disgust. And Pater almost made him pay the penalty for it. Sturt move on now to 11-11. North Adelaide 9-7.
Very dark here at Prospect Oval. We haven't got lights, of course. Wieldy in front. No mark. Play on is the call. Frost. Caught by Sanders. That was a good tackle. Darrington. Filkey goes short or too short. Hard intercepted, and that's a great interception by the North Adelaide Rover. Both sides making mistakes under pressure. Redden punching away McKechnie. That was a good effort. Smith will let it go out. Very early in the last quarter, North Adelaide trails by 18 points. 16, in fact. Pater got boot to ball. In comes Klopp. Lost the ball to Armfield. He comes away looking for Simmons. Pake up. Couldn't take the mark. Simmons recovered well. Spear got in front of Bennett. Bowles off hands. Umpire Hilton made us the right thing and called for a bounce.
11-11 to 9-7. 5 minutes gone in the final quarter. Sturt desperately needing a win. Their eyes on not only a spot in the 5, but the double chance in this very even competition. Whittlesey, well done. Spiel farms out a handball. Well taken, however, by Sanders. Dietrich wants it in long, gets his body underneath the ball. Over the top came Downs, and the ball has trickled out of play in the right forward pocket. Gee, is it ever getting dark? The picture on your screen, a lot better than patrons at Prospect Oval are seeing the game, I can tell you. And a lot warmer. Dietrich used his body. The ball on the bottom of the pack, and the umpire will come in and bounce in the right forward pocket, with North Adelaide desperately needing a goal. Bounce down right on the edge of the square, spilled back, Dietrich over the top. Beautifully done, however, by Pake. He got back towards the half-back line. Here's a chance for him to run it out. Viney got it over the Frost. Now he's also doing the shepherd, and he did that one very well indeed, as Frost kicks the Blues to the half-forward line. Smith in, can't pick it up. Jarman, well taken, however, by Woodwolf. It was Jarman now with the ball. He got it from Wildy on the half-back forward line. It's Bennett. Now Tiller. Tiller's got a dummy back and put out a pass. Beautifully done. And he gets it to Button.
And with Bowles in, the little bloke on the barrier, the ball there, it looks like Tiller. I thought it was for the 37.
Thanks, Robert. Barner's got the ball. The boy from Wandonga. Usually a good kick. 35 metres out. Not going to make the distance. In the square. Bigley. Dietrich! He's got the footy. Is the umpire going to pay it? Downs went down an 8. Dietrich has taken the mark. He didn't seem to get up in the air. Got the footy on his chest. And this is a goal that North Adelaide badly needs. Shouldn't miss from here. Doesn't. Goal number 3. North fight back. 10-7 to Sturt 11-11.
Well, Bunn's kick was put nice and accurately into the square, gave Dietrich an opportunity to get at it. The only question was how early did he jump, because he jumped with his feet and he pushed it forward on Downs, just pushed him out of the road. But probably Downs' fault for playing so far in front of him and giving him an opportunity to get a run at him, because Andrew Downs has got the movement to stay with Dietrich. But Dietrich was too good, he read it well, and he's put North Adelaide right back in business. There's a long way to go yet, but this lead could be handy for Sturt if this rain comes in.
Only 10 points in it. The North Adelaide crowd getting right into it at the moment. That bounce will be recalled. Wilmot has an injury to his left ankle, and that could be telling, because at the other end of the ground, Dietrich must be becoming a confident player again. Up high went McKechnie, stolen on that occasion by Derrington. Wilmot can hardly run. Painter reading it, also Wildy, right to the line, and the umpire will throw it into the right forward pocket for the Blues. One can talk about the wisdom or lack of wisdom in injured players playing, but Wilmot's ankle doesn't look too good. Wildy, they try to run it out, comes to Bowles, not a bad player, Bowles, the handball goes off hands. Wilmot tried to kick it through, and Jarman concedes the point. Jarman is covering a lot of ground. Sturt is now 11-12, North Adelaide at 10-7.
David Wildy to bring the ball back into play, goes to the outer side. Motley couldn't judge it. Hill against Motley. Tiller wants it. Bowles there as well. The bottom of the pack. Motley can't get it out, and the umpire says he's going to bounce it. North Adelaide players were looking for a holding the ball decision. Not a particularly good bounce. It goes towards the line, and the umpire is going to recall the bounce, I believe, or is it out of play? The umpire is going to throw it back in. Redden, who appeared to hurt himself at the last centre bounce, got it down to Bowles, smothered off the boot. Now Viney on the left leg, hooked back towards the half-forward line. Clock charges to meet it, can't get it. It's all North Adelaide back there as Campbell got it across. It kicked back towards the half-back line by Hart. McKechnie gave it to Derrington, thought about Painter, can't find it. Taps it in clear. In goes Derrington again. Players stack up. Tunnel ball out. Derrington in the action. The umpire's going to come in and ball it up. Gee, do you think it's ever dark out there?
Probably is, Ed, and a lot of players finding it hard to hold the position, falling over a great deal, but I guess they must be pretty tired as well. The punch back then came from Walk. The handball out from Clark. Painter. Walk also. Deep in the pocket. Hooks around with the left boot. Great kick, but offline. It was a good effort by Walk, but he got the point with it. By all count at this stage. Sturt 11-13 now. They're 2 goals in front of North Adelaide at 10-7. And that's how dark it is in fact. But with the magic of television, we can make it a little bit lighter, just like that. Riley runs out of the fence for North Adelaide. Brings it to grandstand side. Cross comes paint. Also Zuchin's there. Now Simmons got no one to kick it to. He has to handball it out. Oh, Smith forgot to tackle. Sanders handled it beautifully. Puts it up high. Watch Dietrich. He won't get a jump on it. Comes over the top. Downs with pace. Off the carpet goes hard. Won't get a goal, but he races into the pot with Zubrinic. They kick it off the ground, but it's out of the right forward pocket for North Adelaide.
Desperation stakes by North Adelaide, trying to get back into the game. 2 goals down. Field tap only went there as far as Hart. The ball is bottled up on top of that player. And at the 11-minute mark, the umpire calls for another bounce. 11-13 plays 10-7. It's been tough. It's been a very good contest. Tap down there by Whittlesey, and the umpire's going to give him a free kick in the back pocket. He edges Sturt out of defence to the outer side. Big leap up there by Viney. More gymnastic, however, than effective. He's given away a free kick, and to be taken out there, I think it was by Barton. Oh, he kicks a shocker, and Sturt a chance to clear up towards centre field, where Zuchin takes the mark.
Plays it over to Campbell. Matthew Campbell changes tack now to Tiller. Tiller will go long. Dietrich will be involved in this. Dietrich unattended. Well, they were worried about Bennett. Downs was 3 metres away from Dietrich on that occasion and didn't contest the mark. So the big chap is starting to put his stamp on this game. Nothing in the first half. He's coming back now with a vengeance. He's got back 4 goals, Grendel Dietrich. Goes down. Close the gap to within 6 points of Sturt. So Sturt 7 points up, 11-14 to North Adelaide 11-7.
Arnold conceded the point, and that could be decisive. Matthews taken off the fingers by Walk. Buttering up again. Finally breaking away is Wildy, and the ball is out of play, however.
It's amazing, Ian, that ball was kicked into Trevor Hill's face then, and of course Merv Keane was knocked out in a similar incident in the second term.
Stephen Riley in the screen. Wildy 23, Wiley 22, Klopp and Wildy. Matthew Campbell couldn't get the handball out. Klopp goes in. Darrington got it across. The Sturt go into attack, and it is out on the... No, taken in defence there by Michael Armfield, I think.
Yes, Armfield it was. No mark there to Spiel. And I can tell you what, it's very, very difficult to see out there, and as we've said, what you can see on the screen is a lot like a Spiel. It was punched over the top though. North Adelaide now, hands Tiller. Here's the run from Hill. But it'll be Whittlesey that might get there first. He intercepts beautifully for Sturt. He beats Simmons to the punch. Now Frost. Here's the run. Paint for the Blues. On the lead is Wilmot. Oh, great play, Sturt. Adelaide Wilmot get front spot. And the Sturt spearhead has got another chance. Kicks with the right boot, but he's afraid to put too much pressure on the left when he lifts the right.
Darrington standing at centre forward on his own.
Wilmot's going to go for home. Accuracy is there. He's got the distance. Oh, what a telling goal. Wilmot got what was needed. His third. 12-14 now the Blues. North Adelaide 11-7.
Well, it's a magnificent play by Greg Whittlesey. What a great player he is. One would almost think too good for a back pocket. He read an attacking play by North Adelaide. Intercepted the ball with full body, no hands on the ball, just full body. Set it up for Frost. Frost got it across, and away went the Blues to capitalise and take a good lead.
Michael Noonan may even be resigned at this stage. A 13-point deficit is pretty telling. Riley got it out. Sanders, the handball is not good. Getting back on it is Viney. Hart couldn't get a kick away. Zubrinic over the top, put a saddle on him almost. Zubrinic not happy with the decision, but Hart has got a free kick. Out goes Dietrich. Ball put out in front of him. Downs right there with him. Off the fingers. Back in defence, it's Smith. And Motley, he's lost the footy. Downs works with Simmons. And the umpire is giving a kicking in danger, I think, against Downs.
That's a horrible decision. A horrible decision. I thought that
Dietrich now trying to use his body. In there quickly is Bum, gives it to Bowles, jams it onto his boot, had a chance, couldn't make the break, and North Adelaide register their 8th point.
2 goals in it. McNernan showing the strain at this point with Jeffrey Paul alongside. Zubrick will kick out, will come to grandstand side to Smith. Jamie Bowles just covers that player now. Everything in favour of a Sturt victory. We're approaching 20 minutes. There's enough time for North if they're good enough, but goals are pretty hard to come by at this stage. Redden couldn't take the mark. Taps it back. Viney, caught, Spiel. His kick was smothered. Viney again. Oh. Just in play. Either lucky or very, very clever, that kick. So it's centre wing. Probably only about 8 minutes left in this game because there won't be much time on. Tiller, stolen by Derrington, a chance for Perky now. Punching away though is Wheelie. So we'll see another throw in at right half forward flank. Wilmot is limping in the square. He kicked Sturt's last goal, so he's still capable. Over the top goes Riley. Armfield back to Hart. Hart delayed the kick. Now Frost goes up with one hand, couldn't mark the ball and runs it over the line.
Throwing on the half forward right flank. Time starting to run out for North Adelaide now. The Blues by 12 points. It means they've got to score 3 times. 5 minutes plus time on to go. Ball forced back to Painter. Beautifully done to Viney. Caught on the left leg. Goes in towards full forward. Wilmot there. Arnold over the top. Getting back on it is Wildy. With him is Walk. Walk tried to get a handball away, but the ball was out of bounds.
I think that David Walk perhaps is getting a bit far into that forward line for Sturt. He's getting him into a bit of trouble. He's giving North Adelaide a lot of space to come out of on rebound.
Matthew Campbell tried to hold his ground there. Hollis couldn't get the kick away. Painter the short pass across now here to Viney. Viney shoots off. Goal! Oh, what a brilliant goal! He's a rugged young man, but what a player! His first goal, and surely that's the Medley's game, set and match the Blues. I would think now 13-14 to the Northern lead 11-8.
And that was game, set and match for Sturt this afternoon. They went on to win 15 goals, 14, 104 points to North Adelaide's 11 goals, 8, 74. The goal kickers for Sturt, Wilmot 5 and Painter 2, while for North Adelaide, Grenville Dietrich 4 and Jamie Bowles 3. After the game, Ian Day spoke with Robert Klomp, Jeff Motley and John McGuiness, and Peter Marker spoke to Mick Noonan.
Robert, congratulations. That was a fine, tough win by the Blues. You must be very happy.
No, extremely happy. We're just on top of the world with that effort.
Halfway through that third quarter, there was a bit of a dust-up, and it looked like that Sturt were getting a bit of the wobbles, but they had the courage, determination to come back.
Well, I think we'd lost our momentum because by getting involved in the dust-up, we just stopped attacking the ball a little, and we just were a little unsettled and forgot our attack on the ball, and I think that's what North could take advantage of.
Particularly pleasing would have been your own form. You've had your fair share of criticism since returning to Sturt. Today you put in a blinder.
Well, yes, I guess it seems to be a favourite thing with the media. When you hit 30, it's time to hang up your boots. But I'm confident that I have the ability. I know I have the ability, and I recognise that my form was down. And there were a few things that, in looking at the replays, that I wasn't doing. And I've worked on those, and it's starting to pay dividends.
Obviously, it's more like Melbourne weather, dirty.
Very much so. I think we've been extremely spoilt so far here. There's been magnificent footballing weather with the dry conditions, but football is a game of skill, and I think the wet conditions really bring out the best in teams.
Sturt did their homework well. They had a ruckman placed on the Redden and also Parsons in the forward pocket, and it worked well.
Well, North have an extremely tall side, and for Frank Spiel to ruck all day against the ruck, especially in conditions like this, well, he runs out of steam, and it has been a problem. And young David McKechnie has done a magnificent job in taking some of that burden away, and gee, it really paid dividends today.
Jeff Motley, as chairman of selectors, you must have been very proud of that gutsy win by Sturt.
Oh, it was a top performance, Ian. Although we were 5 up at half-time, the way Norths came back, and it took a lot of character and courage as far as we were concerned to see the players fight on to the extent that they did in the last quarter. There was a lot of character in it, and we're real proud of that.
Do you think Sturt is changing its image in that respect, becoming a more physical side?
Beyond any shadow of doubt, Merv Keane, our coach, is very positive about the directness and strength in a side. It's a necessary ingredient for sides to win premierships, and it's something that he's developed from the commencement of this year, and I think the dividends are starting to show now. Players realise it as well and are responding accordingly.
Speaking of the coach, Merv Keane, he took a direct hit, knocked him cold. How is he?
Well, he took a direct hit with a ball in the face first, and his head hit the ground. At the moment, he's certainly wide awake, and he's got a grin that you won't take off his face for 2 or 3 days.
John McGuiness, the stand-in coach, when Merv got knocked out, it was a very satisfying win.
It was satisfying because the first time I stood in for a coach was with Jack Odie, and we lost out here. So the next time I stand in, we won out here, and it's very pleasing. Very pleasing from the club's point of view, because I believe it was a tremendous team effort after a bad third quarter.
Seeing a new faces, John, and also you're getting a lot through your reserve side, which you coach now.
Yes.
A changing face at Unley.
There is a changing face. When we look at the reserves today, we had 6 under-19s playing and 7 just out of under-19. So that's where our future lies. So we're giving the reserves a chance to play there to see where they're fit for league. And up in the league, you've got young lads like Viney coming through, who's a magnificent ball getter. He's willing to work all day.
Sturt, now, you know, when the coach goes off, how much say do you have, well, say when he's on the field? Do you make the moves, or do you send out a runner out to Merv and he sends it back to you and you make the moves from there?
Well, we as a selection committee sit on the side, Sandy, Jeff and myself, and we talk among ourselves, and then through the runner we relay to Merv at quarter time or half time. We talk to him directly. But when it's during the actual game itself, we send out messages to Merv. He knows what's going on. So if a change has to be made, we direct that at quarter time, half time, 3/4 time, and then he backs us up from then on.
Well, John, can I say, you did it very well today. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ian.
Michael, in any game of football, it's always 20 against 20, but you've had some pretty bad injuries. You're finding it harder to replace them with good players that can fit into a side?
Well, it's always hard to replace Rileys and Antropuses and Robertsons and so on, but the game's not about injuries. It's about 20 against 20, and today, in the circumstances, the conditions, everything, the Sturt Football Club were better.
Sturt started off interestingly with looking after both of your ruckmen. It was Spiel on Parsons and McKechnie on Redden. Were you expecting that, or did it upset you?
Oh, it didn't upset us in any way, shape or form. I think the thing that was difficult to contend with during the day was the difference, what has to happen differently in a side when you're playing in the wet compared with the dry. And I think this is the first wet game, except for about a quarter I think we had against Centrals about 6 weeks ago. This was the first time again that we've had that sort of wet condition, and Sturt handled it a lot better than we did.
Well, at half-time you made a few changes. You probably had to, and you started your ruckman off the bench, and Hay went to centre-half forward, Ellis to centre-half back, Bennett to the forward pocket. Those moves, and I guess a general lift in attitude, seemed to work for you in the third quarter.
Well, I think the attitude, well, I question the statement about the lift in attitude. What does that mean? The attitude was correct. It was that the team functioning wasn't working well with the way we had it, and don't forget the way we'd had it had won us up until that time 13 games, but the circumstances prevailing necessitate us to do it in a different, to function in a slightly different way. And I thought what we did, the boys again showed that they've got something. They worked their way back into it, and there was, I think, about a goal the difference at one stage towards the end.
And just checking the stats from that game this afternoon in the kick department, Sturt 198 to North 176. The marks, 56 played 46, handballs 89 to 92, the free kicks 24 for Sturt, 28 for North Adelaide, the rucks out of centre, 11 played 8, and the scoring shots 20.